pesa ya kufanya hiyo kazi. Vile vile mimi nimekuja hapa Suna East. Kuna barabara imekuwa ikiwasumbua hapa. Barabara ya kutoka Ngege kwenda Osingo mpaka Nyaduong. Hiyo barabara vile vile nimeweka pesa, contractor yuko pale, sasa tutajenga na tutaweka lami. Vile vile mimi nimekuja hapa vile vile kwa sababu kuna hiyo barabara ingine ya kutoka hapa hapo Ngege, si namna hiyo, kwenda Mapera mpaka baadaye iende mpaka Rabuor. Hiyo barabara vile vile contractor yuko pale, atajenga ndani ya mwaka moja, tutakuwa tumetandika lami. Tunaelewana jameni, watu wa Migori? Tunaelewana? Jambo la tatu, mimi nimekuja hapa maneno ya stima, kwa sababu wananchi wengi hawajapata stima kwao. Nisikizeni watu wa Migori, mnanielewa? Tumesema hivi, vile tunaweka stima Kenya, lazima tuweke stima Migori. Na nimekuja hapa kuwaambia, sasa tuko na contractors hapa Migori. Tumewapatia bilioni 1.6 kuunganisha stima kwa watu 19,000 wapya katika Migori County.
The Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers has emphasized that they will not be intimidated and will continue with their strike until the government fulfills their demands. Speaking to the press led by the union's Secretary General Akelo Misori, they reiterated that they will return to work once the government fully implements the 2021-2025 collective bargaining agreement. Meanwhile, the Kuppet Union in Bungoma, Mombasa and several other regions across the country continued with their strike despite a High Court order to suspend the strike.
It is bad faith. It is engaging the social partners in bad faith. That's why they moved to court. In fact, they are hinted to us that they cannot go before anybody. But now they are moved to court. That is an adversarial means. They want not to be told why the teachers are on strike. How teachers of this country are the only lot who are stagnating in one job group for over 25 years. Which is a very immoral act by a very irresponsible commission. So we cannot, at this juncture, say that we are ready. They have negated the principles of our 2017-2021 CBA. They don't want anybody to listen to that. One of the things in that CBA is that every school must have a principal. We have over 4,000 principals acting in positions, yet the commission had said, and in the agreement, that they will formally give substantive appointment. We have deputy principals serving in acting capacity, and they don't want to be told. They don't even want to pay them special allowance. They don't want to pay them special duty allowance, even acting allowance. Surely. They have abused all laws in the land. They are going to court with clean hands. I wonder whether this court will listen to them when we appear before them. They have blatantly, even in engagement of these interns, the court had rendered a judgment in April. Bure kabisa. In fact, Teacher Service Commission, the people who are presiding over it should watch out. Should watch out. They have killed the morale of teachers. If you are now intimidating teachers using orders, are you sure you are dealing with papers or you are dealing with human beings?
The Central Organization of Trade Unions, COTU, has urged the Teacher Service Commission to collaborate with the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers, that is KUPPET, to reach an agreement for teachers to return back to work. COTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli emphasized that this agreement is crucial since the government has agreed to fulfill some of KUPPET's demands.
There's no need of teachers being outside. Teachers are supposed to go back, but the hindrance is TSC. I spoke to the TSC, Nancy Macharia, who is in charge of TSC, and she was dilly-dallying on the return to work formula because of the court order they have received. This court order, to me, I'm not a lawyer, but it has been overtaken by events because the government has already accepted to pay, and there is no need. Our children should not be in class. So what I'm appealing to TSC to make sure that they are in touch with the KUPPET union today. They sign a return to work formula, because if they don't do so, eventually there might be victimization for those teachers who had organized the strike. The TSC, to humble itself and revert back to the requirement and the tenets of the mandate that the recognition agreement between KUPPET and the TSC's management or as a commission is required to do. One, they are in marriage, and in marriage there is no bullying of one another. Simbo mgomo itaendelea. Simbo mgomo itaendelea. Simbo mgomo itaendelea. Rahisi sana mgomo itaendelea kama hawataki. They can do their bullying, and we can do our ways to bowl them out. You do bullying, we bowl you out.
Our President William Ruto announced plans to address the teachers' grievances to ensure that education is not disrupted. Speaking in Migori County, Ruto reiterated that the government has already addressed some of the teachers' demands and that all will be met by the end of this month. Meanwhile, the President thanked the Kenya National Union of Teachers, that is NAT, for agreeing to hold talks with the government and suspend their strike.
Mnasema tuungane ama tutengane? Mnasema tuungane? Niunganishe Kenya iwe moja, tuache ukabila, tuache mirengo, tuache uhasama, tuungane kama nchi moja ya Kenya. Vile Mungu alituweka Kenya hii, sisi ni ndugu moja, watu wa taifa moja, wa nchi moja, with a common destiny, inaitwa Kenya. Tumekubaliana jameni? Mnasema tuungane, sio?
Welcome back. Now it is time for the newspaper review. Indeed, the story that is making headline across every newspaper is of the former Samburu County governor. Now we start it off with the Daily Nation. Lenol Kulal, convicted of corruptly receiving more than 83 million Kenyan shillings from the county. Graft Lord nailed 40 big fish next. Now the governor colluded to continue trading with the Samburu County government while knowing he was compromising the law. That is according to Chief Magistrate Thomas Nzioki. Now 83 million Kenyan shillings is the anti-corruption court finds. It's what the anti-corruption court finds that even though Lenol Kulal had declared conflict of interest, he continued trading with the county through his proxy businessman Hesbon Davi, making a total of 83,467,995 Kenyan shillings. Well, okay. Now that is the story the Daily Nation is going with. Now, of course, former Samburu Governor Moses Lenol Kulal faces a long jail term after conviction for corruption, even as 40 other former and sitting county bosses face graft cases involving over 100 billion shillings. Lenol Kulal spent last night in custody after he was denied bail ahead of sentencing, which will happen this morning, suffering the ignominy of being the first governor tried and convicted after an abortive attempt by the Director of Public Prosecutions to withdraw the case. This is nice. This is nice. I hope this will go through. I hope that was what, as we say, iwe funzo to all the others. And I hope the 40 other governors who are yet to go through the process will go through it fairly and justly. Stop bullying teachers, Kotu tells employer. That is what is at the back of the Daily Nation. Of course, we talked about it in the previous session. Then, of course, police zero in on mystery vehicle in Gigiri jailbreak. Detectives from Nairobi are working to uncover details of the vehicle which could help to track down the driver. Now, this is in regards to those who escaped police custody. There were some foreign nationals as well as the main suspect of the Quarry killings. And that is the Daily Nation. And you have the Standard newspaper, of course, strike nightmare for schools as TSC warns teachers. Contempt warning: candidates sitting this year's KCSE examinations have had their preparations disrupted as striking teachers defied court orders to resume work, even as the tutors or employer warned of disciplinary action against offenders and contempt of court action against the union. Now the turning point is Raila's staff embraces President Ruto. That is what is right over there. And then we have at the back of the Standard, of course, it's always spotty why it's not easy to be engineer Michael Olunga. Then there's, of course, the photo of Harambee Stars captain Michael Olunga in action against Rashid Toha of South Sudan during the international friendly match at Kasarani Stadium on the 12th of September 2023. Now, 29 is the number of goals Michael Olunga has scored for Harambee Stars so far. We hope for more. We hope for the best. Now, Kenya's 2025 AFCON qualifier fixtures include Kenya versus Zimbabwe, Namibia versus Kenya. Kenya versus Zimbabwe will be happening on the 6th of September in Uganda. Namibia versus Kenya will be happening in South Africa on the 10th of September. And then, of course, the Standard has gone ahead to give the provisional squad that will be battling it out for the 2025 AFCON Championships. Now we finally finish it off with the Star newspaper. What nailed former Samburu Governor Lenol Kulal in the 83.3 million graft case is what they are going with. At the very top, then IEBC pursues big guns over Paul lawsuits debts. Now, the outstanding payments are in respect of cases filed in 2013 and 2017. Then, of course, students idle in near empty classrooms. That is the photo that is being shown over there. Cooperative members led by the officials carry placards during a demonstration in Eldoret yesterday. And then, of course, students in a classroom at Serani Secondary School in Mombasa as teachers keep away from class. Please, government, help us resolve this so that we can have our students prepare for their assessments or for their exams. Now, Hussein is all set. Your time is up. Mohammed tells Mwandwa as he launches FKF presidency bid. Hussein asked delegates to step up and salvage Kenyan football. Yes, that is what is happening in the world of sports at the back of the Star newspaper. And that marks the end of EBN TV newspaper review for this morning live. When I come back, I shall be hosting Meshach Methos, and we shall be having an amazing and wonderful conversation. I do hope that you're going to stick around for that session.
Long story.
We are here for you.
Yeah, thank you so much for the invitation. I think Methos is just a name like any other name. I'm Methos, the founder of Methos Foundation. Also, I'm finally students to Daystar University doing my master's in diplomacy development and international security. Yeah, the Methos, we are many, like it's just a name, but it changed to be a foundation. Now, inside we have many people helping us to work on this community work.
Maybe before you even get to the Methos Foundation part, let me ask, why did you choose to do that particular course to the extent of doing or pursuing a master's degree?
Yeah, first of all, I think by nature I'm a humanitarian. I did my bachelor in peace and conflict, international relations and security studies. Then I thought it should be good if I add now the masters, and I took diplomacy development and international security. But now I'm focused, too much focused on humanitarian while assisting people. First of all, I think I'm a kind of person, I think a lot about the future. Whereby when I sit down with myself, I'm like, when I will get old, who will take care of me? When I will take old, how many people are we going to be like in a, you know, it reaches a point in a certain area whereby you look for people who have same age and they're living third level, like the third generation. It's not easy. It's hard to see them. Now, for me, I'm like, okay, when we get old, who will take care of us? What if we start thinking about it now, so that when we take care of the old people, we invest in a future that people will remember that we existed, and perhaps they'll take care of us. But under all that, there is a reason. The main reason is that who takes care of the old people?
So how did it all start? How did the Metals Foundation start?
Yeah, now thinking about who takes care of the elderly people. First of all, I have an experience of, having a family and later not living with them. My dad passed away when he was too old. I normally feel inside my heart like, what if I was there, like other children to take care of him, but I was far and I couldn't manage to go home. So I was like, okay, I think there is a part that I missed to take care of the elderly people from the parents, and then from those I normally surround, because whenever you pass around, you'll see just another person, and most of them they're not educated. They're not educated because they lived a long time whereby education was not that easy from the colonial time up to now. So whenever I pass around, I see the old people, and you know the problem of African mentality and the culture. When we look at them, we are like, these old people, what are they doing in town? They should be somewhere. Now you think about somewhere is where?
They should go back to the rural places.
Then somewhere is closer to us. We have to pay back to those who took care of us when we were too young. So that's where the idea started, because I'm a kind of person, I used to do the small charity. I meet with them, I can do the small ones, but even though you don't know them. But the idea just came, what if we concentrate this? What if I can tell my friends, especially the students, if we have time after exams, can we be visiting people? Just, we don't know where to get them, but even when we just walk away, we ask, and we just started the idea. And I can tell you, every single person I informed, they wasn't good.
So why do you think people no longer care for the elderly in our communities?
I think, as I said earlier, sometimes African culture, we normally exaggerate by thinking that all the people, when they are old, they are no longer important to us. Even in some communities, they are like, every single problem, when something happens in a family, people will tend to think about, perhaps this old person still living is having a lot of customers, I don't know what, witchcraft and everything. So what do we have to do at least to assist them, to give them a smile again? Because if we don't think about them today, we just have to be sure that tomorrow we'll be paid what we are doing today. The old people, you know, it's not first easy to live the third age with these generations and the 21st century, whereby people are facing a lot of problems. It's not easy. Then those who have managed to reach there, this is the golden age.
Yes, it is.
Bye-bye. What are we going to do? We have to support them. At least we give a smile to their faces. You know, the more you have someone who's taking care of you, the more you don't feel like you're alone. Even you don't think about death. But there is a point whereby you just feel yourself, and then you are like calling God now, if there is a fall in heaven, like, God, should I die today? Because I'm nothing, I'm not doing anything. All the kids, they go in towns, they forget. The only day that people should remember that old people exist, it's when it's December festival
Yeah.
time. Now they go once in a year. Some they don't go. If our fathers could have done that to us, leave the kids. Now the old people in town. Now we go back to look at the kids, then they come back. It couldn't work.
Yeah.
So we owe them a lot.
Yeah. What are some of the greatest challenges that you have in such a great cause that you're running?
Concerning my course, I think I'm also learning how to understand the international politics, and but I focus a lot in Africa because I'm a Pan-Africanist, and understanding all that, I'm like, I want to put in practice what I'm studying. Like, we talk more about the Africa to Africa challenge, the Africa we want, how we want to do it. We can't sit down every single time being thought of this is what we have to do. Then every single morning to evening, we think about getting aids from outside. We think, okay, it's only those powerful countries could assist us. So when you look at that in the angle of, okay, even though we are educated, even though we can do more as Africans, but let's just close our hands and wait for the West to help us. What if we start the small thing by helping us, like by assisting ourselves? African problems to African solutions to African people. Do we really have to wait for the West to come and assist, even in our small areas, the old people who are living the third age? They may be 5, 10. Do we really have to wait for the West to give us some aid so that we can assist them? Or even from the chief area, the MCA, and anyone can just think about it. These people just need a shelter. They just need those who can decide to come and they give them something. But if we can't come up with that, why do we go to school if we cannot create our own solutions? We couldn't just think about innovations. Okay, we talk about Elon Musk and others. What do we do as African people? Even to just bring a smile to these elderly people, we can't. What else can we do? I don't see more challenges if I don't challenge myself. From my studies to something that can be at least touchable, that is say, okay, he's doing this and this 1 or 2, than being called a doctor without doing nothing, without caring of those who are surrounding you. So you're nothing. You couldn't just go to school. Even though, it has that challenge when you explain, the problem is being at school is totally different than living a certain life whereby the reality, you read many books, you go even far reading books which you are writing when you are not even there, then you can't put them in practice if you don't think about the present of what are we living now. So that's a problem. But we live by being challenged, and we accept the challenge, and we focus.
That is a very good perspective. So what's the big picture for Methods Foundation?
Should I say there is a big picture than having a hope that one day people would remember that young people existed, and once they had a dream of making Africa to be the better place to live, especially when you live your golden age. We are trying to think if God should give us more time to be there, to at least start promoting the right of all the people, whereby it reaches a point where they have a lot of right that they should look at. Children or people who now have managed to live the first and second age should think more about what can they do to take care of these ones who are living the third age. And for us, we are trying to see if in future we can get more spaces, even making the foundation bigger, to have places where we can create like centers just to take care of them, the way people are thinking about the kids from the streets,
Children's home.
the children's home, and the other groups which are working hard, because it's all about the humanity. Now, our aim is what are we going to do? Can we manage to collect all these people? Because most of them, you're going to find them that in the villages, they have been forgotten. But what if we bring them together at a certain center whereby now they can talk their stories, they share more of what they lived before, and then now, you know, those are, if we really have sense to think about where are we going to get references of histories of our countries, histories of what passed before, but we don't have, if we don't take care of this, there are librarians, these are libraries that we are just losing, their archives. Then you want to go and read books which were written by white people, they came here like experts, and you have someone who was there live, living the situations. You don't want to go and ask them because they didn't take care of them. But if you take care of them, it's that's why we call it the golden age. They mean a lot to us. If we take care of them, when we want to do our research and everything, you need really the reality and the originality of any kind of topic. You have to look for people who have been there, people who have lived. You know, today you talk about the Mau, you talk about, I don't know, but who are you asking those stories? Wow, okay. So that's our journey. We want to start taking care of them, having centers, and making them our priorities.
What is your appeal to the general public when it comes to matters of the elderly in our community?
I think we could change the arena whereby we don't just have to look at where are we going. We should also look at where are we coming from. Can we really think about taking care of these elderly people? Because they are the only people at the end of the days when we face too much problems. Because sometimes, an example with, you know, in diplomacy, it reaches a point whereby the current leaders, they cannot bring solution to any problem they are facing. What they do now, they go back to look for the panel of the wise. The panel of the wise, is made by those who have been in power before. So the former, let's say former leaders, presidents from different corners, now they are called all of them together. They are being asked, what can we do? Because from our end, from our level, we are not getting any solution to this. Why do they ask the four? Because they have experience. Now, in terms of general life, when we face this kind of problems, what do we have to do according to our culture and everything? Because the more the world is developing, the more the culture is changing. Now, it will reach a point whereby we won't have people we can ask about our culture. So we need these elderly people. Because they will be the ones that can tell us tomorrow or in future, what do we have to do about the circumcision, about this, about taking dowries and everything. So if we don't get them now, we are losing it as Africans. So we have to take care of this third generation, because they are the only people that will advise us where to be, what to do when we are stuck somewhere in this future that we are running towards the globalization, but we are forgetting that the more we lose the culture, we won't manage where we are going. So we have to take care of this third generation now. Unless if we have another generation somewhere, books.
And that's a valid point, that in as much as we have books, we need to hear it from the horse's mouths. Books can be manipulated for whatever reason and for however reason, but hearing it from the horses, it's even fun. It's richer. It is richer that way. Thank you very much for that. Perhaps you can share with us where we can get you, where we can, we would love to join you in whatever it is that you do, how we can get to you.
Yeah, probably we can be joined everywhere, and we have different platforms. We are sharing the videos, what we do. First of all, people are asking why do we share video. We are trying to share videos because we want to touch other people who really may be far or closer, but they are scared of let me just not do it because people will see me. Why should I help all the people? There's one guy who asked me, bro, why are you helping old people and we are here young people, we can help you in the future? I'm like, okay, so we have to forget old people because you young people, you are there. We have our handles from TikTok. It's a Methods Foundation. Then we have the IG Sam Methods Foundation, and we are creating now a YouTube channel where we'll be putting all our videos because we don't want to lose them. And sometimes there are now friends who have started to be like, okay, we are seeing what you are doing. What can we do? How can we support? Because I can tell you, we don't have anyone who's supporting us. Every single 1,000 I get, I normally think about this 500 can be for the charity. Like today, I'm like, when I live here, I just want to pass around here and see where elderly people are, so that I can bring them the small I have. And now, as a students, we are every single time when we get something, we send it somewhere. We have a pay bill whereby we are saying, okay, this is our buy goods that has Methods Foundation, that people are sending 50 bob, 100 bob. So, and when we get that small, we just go and buy food, everything we have. We dispatch to the elderly people. So our, is it buy goods or pay bill? Yeah, we have the number that we normally give to those who are far. And
You can share it perhaps.
yeah, of course, yes. Why not? If we can support the elderly people and get the blessings from them. So it's, you know, it's all about the blessings. We have buy goods. It's 5462183. So when someone send to 5462183, it comes with Meshach Mabira Foundation. So that's where we are. We are getting the small, and we just have to make this. It has to happen. Like today, I'm trying to think, I just need almost 5 people that I'll put a smile on by just getting small thing so that they can have for 1 or 2 days. And
you call it a day. Oh, that is encouraging. I think we have some of the videos from Methods Foundation that have been shared. I don't know if my director has seen them. But we do have some of those videos. I think they will be playing side to side even as we continue with this conversation. How old is Methods Foundation?
Methods Foundation now is having probably still too young, like not even a year. Not even a year, but look at how people are reacting from nothing that have just started. The idea was there a long time ago, but now the implementation of the idea. That's why we as young people, when we think about the innovation, we don't have to wait until someone should come and push you and do it. Just right. Even a small thing. You know, sometimes it's a point where if, let's say, if we'll have interviews in heaven, you know, God will ask you, what have you done?
Yes.
Just a small thing. You know, it didn't ask her anything like to just wake up and they call the friends, bro, I have this 500. Oh, I have also 100. Can we just buy? We normally see one old man or one old granny passing. Can we just go and see where they live? We go there, we give them t-shirts, we give them clothes, we wash their houses, we just make sure we wash something, then we give them everything they need for a certain time. So I think that have started just some, let's say a year, and people are now watching. Okay, humanity, they are really enjoying to watch, but they're not thinking that these people need more support.
So how often do you go out as a team? Yes, you said that there are those sporadic moments when you, for example, as you've stated, utatoka nje, you'll see someone and then you'll help them. But how often do you go out as a team?
As a team, we can go twice per week. Then again, after the team, myself, wherever I go, I don't have any plan when and how. Like I didn't plan to. I just came because I had a meeting with you. But now I'm like, what should I? You know, up to now I'm still staying at the river from the main campus. But now I'm like, okay, I just have to do something before I go back. That's what I do. Even most of the time when I go in town, I'm like, if you just leave town and I have 1,000 here. If I can secure just my fare to go back home, I can say, okay, this 300 will take me back home. This 700 I can buy food and something, because I have seen some 2-3 kids. Now the problem again, it's I don't know if we are exaggerating. It's not all about now the old elderly people or the golden age. When we meet somewhere, we just see a family of a woman with 5 people. They are just asking, instead of me giving you money, I buy you food. Then if there is something remaining, I give it to you. So I can do it even 7 times in a week. Wherever I am, if I just pass someone, I'm like, I don't have to give money here.
Yeah.
I need to give this and this.
Yeah.
What's needed exactly at the same moment, I'm done, closed with that chapter.
Wow, that is an amazing perceptive there, right there. And I do hope that you have encouraged someone out there that we can all be elements of change. We can all be champions of change. The little that you have, you give it to someone. You might never have an idea how much that has impacted you. And I think we're calling it a wrap. Perhaps you can share your final words as we sum it up.
Yeah, for me, first of all, is to appreciate the EBN for what you're doing, looking at whatever is happening on social media, and most importantly, what is really favoring giving God's will. Because what we are doing is not just for us, it's not for sure. We are thinking about how can we change the society. And just call other youth. You can join us, or wherever you are. You can start as small. Just look at the neighbors. How many elderly people are around your places? Assist them even. Ask them if they need something they can send you. Some of them cannot work, but can you work for them? Can you just work for them? Bring them a small thing and think about what can be best for them. That's the only thing you can do. Yeah, we are here. We are not stopping. And we are continuing this until we get old also, so that we will be remembering those young people, like we have been taking care of the elderly, so take care of us. So this is a journey that is not stopping, and you can join us from anywhere. We are ready to be joined. We want more. We want it to be like a revolution of just young people who are supporting the elderly people. And God will bless us, and in fact God will add us more years to live, because He normally appreciates those who are representing Him everywhere.
And maybe, sorry, just to ask you this, is it difficult handling the elderly?
It's not easy, and also it's not that, so it just depends on how, when we do everything by love and will. By the way, they're the best people. First of all, they will give you stories. Those who can still manage to talk, they will give you stories. Then the blessings we get from there, the blessings. If you are really African, a good Pan-Africanist, believing in your culture, when you go to see an elderly person, they will tell you kneel down, then they put their hands there, they pray for you. That's the best prayer we need.
Of course.
That's the best prayer we need, because someone is just giving you blessings, and they tell you that you live longer. Someone tell you, live like me. You're like, oh, me, I want to live. So that I can have more stories. Then when you're with them, the blessings, they give you blessings. They tell you stories for free. And some of us who are doing more researches, so you have more original topic that you can come up with. So it's not that difficult. If really you decide you want to do it, they are the best people to be closer to.
Wow. Wow. Thank you very much. So as you've heard, if you're looking for them, you can find them at Methods Foundation across all social media platforms. Thank you very much, Methods, for your time. We do hope that this initiative goes far beyond your dreams and beyond what you think, because it's a genuine cause. We can never go back to be children, but we are obviously heading on to be one day we will be the elders. Soon. God, Jesus. Life is funny. And thank you very much, my director. As you can see in your screens, that is a video of Methods himself visiting one of the elderly right there. That is a great cause. Where was this?
That place is at the river. At the river, the Eastern Compass. So can you imagine? Just look at that. That woman lives. She lives there. She has almost 4 grandchildren. Then you wonder how you see how humanity really do forget. We have kids. We send them to the elderly. Then they don't have anything to give them, and then we are just so happy. You see, and then we don't even take care of them. So while they are thinking about their last days, you are sending them again other people to go and give them headache. But all alone, it's about life. So this is Athi River, this is the university. We visited some families. It was really, these people, when they saw us coming, they're telling you it's been a while, they didn't have something to eat. They didn't wash their clothes. They didn't like, you know, Athi River, we have a problem of water sometimes, those places. So even getting a soap, like, what are you going to do is, we brought them water, a lot of things, and it was really, oh my God, when I watched them, like, that's what pushed me to do more.
Yeah.
It gives me a motivation of, okay, we can do even better than this. With the other students, the international student of Daystar University, thank you so much. The host students, really, I appreciate, because it was not easy. It was not easy. Taking them to those places, we even got injured because passing those ways, going where they are at the hill of the, you know, we have a hill there behind the Daystar University. There is a certain amount of passing there, and you know, when you cross with the small animals there. But we managed, and yeah.
As if going to that place is like that, how do they manage to live in such a place?
Yeah, just imagine. They can sleep tomorrow, and then something like perhaps leopard, lion will pass. They are neighbors to lions, leopards, and probably hyenas are everywhere now. So they are neighbors, but they coexist. If they can live with animals, why we as human beings, we couldn't take care of them?
Wow.
So they give you stories. They have seen lions and the leopards every single time. They pass now, like looking at each other, like we know you, and you know us. So they have a long story. I wish you just have time to sit with them and
maybe perhaps one day we will join you when you go.
Please do visit us.
Perhaps you can send your shout outs and your greetings to those who follow you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to my fellows, my good Africans, for accepting the call to assist these golden age people. I don't know what to say because you guys are many. Thank you so much, the Congolese community of Daystar University, because these people, they have accepted to stand with me. La fraternité, merci beaucoup. J'apprécie beaucoup. Thank you so much to my fellow students from Daystar University, the hosts. You guys have been a blessing to me, accepting to be with us. It's something to really appreciate. And to all the people who are there supporting us, accepting to be with us. Thank you so much, Gloria from South Sudan. You have been there for us since day one, and you are doing the best so that at least we don't stop. Thank you so much for that. And we are here to make this happen. This is a Methods Foundation. It's not for me, even when I won't be there. Make sure you guys, you continue doing this wherever you'll be. And to the EBN, I think the Daystar University will be happy for inviting us.
Thank you.
And thank you. Don't invite us once only.
Okay.
We want to be here more and more.
You will be back.
You know, Daystar University is a Christian university.
Yes.
And so...
you will be back.
Yeah.
We shall plan. You will be back. You're a great guest. I enjoyed the interview. Thank you very much. And thank you to you, my esteemed viewer, for tuning in to EBN TV, for watching and being there. I do hope that you're going to check out Methods Foundation. If you're able to help in kind, if you're able to even join them just to be there physically and help and support as they go for their different visits, please do. My name is Consolata Chibalonza, together with Meshach Methods, Alan on the camera, David on the other side of the studio. We do wish you a beautiful day ahead, and until next time, God bless.
Thank you.